Gentlemen, we're ready to kick off Sports Sunday, so sit back and relax while public address announcer Tony Giles introduces the starting lineup.
Now, your starting lineup for Sports Sunday. Starting at anchor, a 5'4" Aries from Centerville, Virginia, and a wannabe Wisconsinite. She's a former cross-country star at James Madison University. Put your hands together for Jen Chapman. Also starting at anchor, a 6-foot Leo from Birmingham, Alabama. He's got a degree in graphic design from ITT Technical Institute. He's a father of 3, B.J. Millican. This is Sports Sunday.
Sports Sunday, not to be confused with Sports Saturday. But we will start with something from Saturday. Last night, the Alabama football team, along with Nick Saban, accepted the ODK Foy Sportsmanship Trophy as the winner of the Iron Bowl. They were treated to Auburn's SGA president singing, "Yeah, Alabama."
Yay, Alabama.
Yay, Alabama.
We both were 1-1 in mess-ups.
Tied.
Yeah.
Let's see how many more we can get. Okay, welcome into Sports Sunday. I'm Jen Chapman.
And I'm B.J. Millican. Jen, you know, Alabama beat Auburn at Bryant-Denny, and last night, again, at Coleman Coliseum, this time in a different sport. It was the first meeting between Anthony Grant and Bruce Pearl since Pearl's days at Tennessee. The Tide used some clutch rebounding down the stretch to come from a 9-point deficit to defeat the Tigers 57-55. It's the latest of several close calls. This one goes Bama's way, though, and will help them as they go down the stretch.
Each time that we're in that situation, we try to learn from it. And I think every time we've been in that situation is a build up to this point. And this point is just going to build up to another situation in the game that we have later on.
I think we've got a resilient team, a mature team, and understanding that, you know, it's never as good as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems sometimes. So you just have to stay the course. It's a long season.
The return trip to the Plains comes February 2-1. Comes February 17th, but let's take a minute to bask in this graphic right here. Look at this, Jen. The Tide had owned the Iron Bowl in several sports lately. Football, men's basketball, women's hoops, and volleyball have all knocked off the Auburn Tigers this year. Roll Tide.
The Dogs performing at halftime today at the Alabama-Vanderbilt women's game. Tide men's players cheering on the ladies. Alabama struggled in the first half, taking 10 minutes to score. Second half, different story. That's Carla Middlebrook cutting the Vandy lead to 6. The Tide had gone down by as much as 16 points. Freshman May Ashanti Knight makes it a 1-point game when she lays it off the glass and in. But Vanderbilt clutch in the home stretch. Morgan Beatty led all scorers with 14. This one to go up by 5. Tide down 3 in the final seconds. Khadijah Carter doesn't go. Tide fall 55-52 to the Commodores. Christy Curry thankful for a loud crowd at Foster Auditorium, but it's not enough.
It's a tribute to our crowd for, as we've tried to grow every aspect, our crowd has really continued to grow and increase. And, I know they all want to see great energy and great effort, but, again, I want to see wins. And just the great energy and great effort and how hard they play, all that's good. But our crowd's way too nice sometimes because we need to produce for them and get a W on the scoreboard.
That was a fiery Christy Curry today. So women's hoop on a rough stretch right now. Curry showing frustration, saying it's unacceptable the way the team is starting out every game. A tough road ahead for the ladies and a tough road ahead for several potential NFL draft picks come May.
That's right. Several college players had a chance this week down in Mobile to impress NFL scouts firsthand. The Senior Bowl was played yesterday. 4 Crimson Tide stars suited up. Blake Sims, Austin Shepard, Jolston Fowler, and Ari Kwanjo played in the game. Even though the South lost, Ari especially enjoyed his week in the Port City.
It was awesome. I would have liked to represent Alabama with a win. I had a lot of good times. Had a lot of great fun. Got to meet a lot of people, and the coaches were awesome. And it is what it is. And I'm just happy for the experience, and I'm glad we had a chance.
Some potential movement in Alabama's coaching staff. No, Lane Kiffin isn't going anywhere. Several reports indicate that the Tide is set to promote defensive analyst Tosh Lupoli to outside linebackers coach. He was previous on-field coaching stops at Cal and Washington. Also, word out tonight that Jody Wright, a former UAB coach, will be hired as Alabama's director of player personnel.
Some exciting changes going on for the football program and some as well for the baseball program. The 2015 version of the Crimson Tide held their first practice yesterday at the Hoover Met. That's where they're going to call home while renovating Sewell Thomas Stadium here in T-Town. Either way, Coach, he's ready to get this year going.
Well, you know, a lot of excitement today. Opening day, practice is much like opening day of the season. I think, particularly for our guys coming down to Hoover and playing in a terrific ballpark like the Hoover Met. So, a lot of excitement with our group and our team, and really looking forward to preparation beginning today.
Jim, baseball season, believe it or not, starts in a little less than 3 weeks.
It's coming very soon, and also coming up soon on Sports Sunday, a little NFL talk, including some Tide players in the Pro Bowl. And the Seattle Seahawks arrived in Glendale, Arizona for the Super Bowl today. One of those guys getting off the plane will join us on Sports Sunday when we return, former Tide receiver Kevin Norwood. It's next. We'll be right back after this.
We're back, and we're at the Pro Bowl. Team Irvin against Team Carter. Watch Team C.J. Mosley right here break up this pass over the middle. Bang! Nice job by him. 5 Tide players in this game. Another one coming up right here. Watch Mark Ingram. That's right, big hole. He's the leading rusher for Team Irvin. Nice 24-yard gain right there. He couldn't punch it in from the one, though. Big-time stuff from Alabama players in the NFL. And, Jen, you know what? We're talking about the Pro Bowl, but, you know, sometimes it's okay to be left out of the Pro Bowl because that means you're one of the last 2 teams left in the Super Bowl.
Which I'm sure is where they would rather be. And one of those lucky guys joins us on the phone, former Bama receiver and current Seahawk rookie Kevin Norwood.
Kevin, how has your rookie year gone? And I know it's got to be gratifying to be ending it playing in the Super Bowl.
This season has been really exciting. I mean, you get the opportunity to join a great organization, and on top of that, end the season with a Super Bowl opportunity to win it. You know, it just tops off the year that I've had coming out of college, and you know, being able to get drafted and stuff like that is very exciting for me. I just feel blessed and just happy with the opportunity.
Having come from Alabama, you're used to the stage. How did that prepare you for what you'll see this upcoming week?
Well, definitely. You know, Coach Saban has always ran a pro-style organization, and you know, just do a lot of stuff that we did, or a lot of stuff that I did at Bama. It's kind of similar to here. You know, not really much of a difference. It's just the fact of this is my job now. You know, I get the opportunity to let this be my job now instead of just you know, something I just do and then go to class. You know.
Sure, he doesn't miss going to class. And Kevin, you'll get to go head-to-head with a former teammate, Dante Hightower. Are you kind of looking forward to that a little bit?
It's gonna be great. I mean, you know, they have one of the best defense in the league, and you know, it's gonna be a real great matchup for us, and you know, just to prove that we have great offense, and you know, we have one of the best defenses too. So, I mean, it's gonna be great playing against Dante. All the times I've talked crap with him on practice and stuff like that, and now we're actually playing against each other, whereas there's no talking really. It's all about hitting. So it's gonna be exciting for me, and you know, me and Dante were still cool and whatnot, and he's a really great guy, so it's gonna be great.
And Kevin, I know you've heard this story. Do you have any reaction to Deflategate?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to media. I mean, I've seen it. Don't know much information about it. As far as what the air pressure of the ball or whatever it's supposed to be, I don't know. It's just kind of hilarious to me. All the stuff going on in the world, they worry about a deflated ball. Well, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. And rules are rules, right?
Rules are rules. Kevin, before we let you go, I know you've been on the big stage at Alabama, but the Super Bowl, a whole different animal. Are you anxious to finally get on the field for your first one?
I think I'm just ready for this whole week of preparation and just being in Arizona. You know, just out there with these guys, just having fun, you know, laughing and stuff like that. That's what I'm looking forward to. Is just having a great time and win or lose. I mean, this team is amazing. You know, it's what we've accomplished and you know how far we've come from that 6-5 or whatever we were in the beginning of the season. I mean, we've came together and it's just been really remarkable. And I'm really anxious to get there and just, you know, have a couple of giggles with these guys.
I hear you. Kevin Norwood joining us. Thank you so much for being with us, Kevin. Thanks for taking the time.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Thank you very much, Kevin. Now, I'm going to ask you a question real quick. If you had a choice to wear a national championship ring or a Super Bowl ring, which one would you wear all the time?
A Super Bowl ring.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess that's a big deal. We've got stuff coming back, though, so we're
Is
not
that
going to be
the wrong answer in Tuscaloosa?
well,
that
it may
may
be
be
in
the wrong answer.
Tuscaloosa.
I apologize. But
I
I
mean,
would
no,
still stick with my answer, a Super Bowl ring.
I think I probably would, too.
Because it's one level above.
That's true.
You know.
But what do we got coming back when we come back?
Oh,
I said
we
come
have
back
our
like 3
favorite
times.
things, and we'll be right back. I think
These
that's a
are
point
few
for me.
of our
I mean,
favorite
point for you.
things. I've got 4 or 5. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us.
A historic Sunday for Coach K and the Duke Blue Devils, going for win 1,000. But St. John's wasn't making it easy, a tight game throughout. But finally, the Dukies were able to pull out the win, number 1,000 for Mike. How do you say it, BJ? You got
Krzyzewski.
it? Oh, he's got it.
I nailed it.
A Division I men's basketball first.
And here's some perspective, Jen. Alabama's top 4 winningest coaches of all time have a combined 952 wins in 55 years coaching. Coach K has 1,000 in just 39 years. Very impressive stuff. It's time for an impressive part of our show, and we'll have to do it quickly. Our favorite things.
And how could this not be our favorite thing? This week we spotlight Deontay Wilder. Tuscaloosa held his homecoming parade yesterday. It was awesome seeing how much local support there is for our current WBC heavyweight champion of the world right here in his hometown, T-Town.
Look at him. He's happy. He's got his daughter with him. That's all the time we have for Sports Sunday tonight. Good night, everybody.
Good night.